Okay, but are you gonna come? Are you gonna come back on or?
No. If you want to say happy coding, I don't have to say anything.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you, no, because remember last time we had someone come in afterwards. Are you gonna come? Are you gonna come back? Oh,
sorry.
The live stream. Yeah, I was like, she's not talking, and I hear her voice.
Okay. Yeah. So okay. So I just wasn't sure. No one else is gonna.
No. That was Dr. Cadet. I asked him because I said I would need to let the host know, and so no, he's not going to come on and say anything. So you'll be the only person. You and Veronica, there are only two people speaking. So after you talk about the gift card, let me go to that slide. Just say happy coding. So then everyone else know to put the kids in the breakout room at that time.
All right, great. Thank you so much.
No problem. No, thank you.
our sign language interpreter. We're so excited to have you. Thank you so much.
How are you?
Good. Thank you for being here. We're going to start at 6.
Okay.
So we're going to have our Sheena Hutchinson will actually go through the main slides. This is an event for families and kids. So she'll go through the main slides, and then we will have Veronica from Amazon is going to be our guest speaker today. So
Okay.
hi, our sign language interpreter. We're so excited to have you. Thank you so much. Hi, our sign language interpreter. We're so excited to have you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, it's like meta. Okay, sorry, I have 2 computers at once. The Maryland Center for Computing Education, that is Joelle, and she will be spotlighting both you and whoever is speaking. So they'll be able to see your interpretations. And then once you are finished, we would like you to go to another breakout room to translate for a specific activity. So I'll put that link in once we're finished.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you so much for being here.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, guys, I'm going to start the video. Okay.
19th century was about the Industrial Revolution, about electricity, about disrupting the agricultural society and making it more advanced. The 20th century was about physics and engineering to do more things easier in our everyday life, from refrigerators to washing machines. How convenient. And the 21st century is definitely the digital age. It's the internet.
Even if you want to become a race car driver or play baseball, or build a house, all of these things have been turned upside down by software.
The lettuce bot is a robot that can sense its environment. Every single hour, this lettuce bot is seeing 1.5 million plants, and it's taking individual action on those plants. We enable lettuce growers to have higher yields in their field by helping make it cheaper, by helping produce food in a more sustainable way. And that wasn't previously possible without computer science and technology.
I have a really fun job where we build Polyvore, which kind of combines all my favorite things. So programming, as well as fashion and art and design and shopping. Half the products you use these days are software products that you play with on maybe your phone. And so if you want to build something cool, you need to know programming, right? And there's so many things that you can do with computer science. So if you just work backwards from the cool thing that you want to build and figure out what that is, a lot of times computer programming is part of that, right? So you should learn the skill.
It's really exciting right now. The technology that we're developing right now is going to be used by your doctor in the next decade. When you come into the office and you're sick, the doctor is going to be like, all right, spit in this cup. And I will put it into this magic machine, which is the sequencer. And in an hour, I can tell you what you have or what's wrong with you. So if we're looking for a new virus, for example, we'll download a database of all the viruses that are known. And we'll search for, our sequence of interest against a whole database of all viruses. So you still need somebody to analyze the data. The computer is not smart enough yet.
Our software helps people save energy and thereby reduce their carbon emissions. To date, we've saved over 8 terawatt hours, which is the equivalent of about 1.1 million cars on the road.
When you're forecasting the wind, there's so many different parameters that go into it. It would be impossible for a human to sit down and do all those calculations. We need a computer model in order to forecast it.
I write software which scans images, looking for bad images that we know are illegal. I work very closely with organizations like the National Center for Missing Children. I know that the work that we've done has impacted the life of people. And I feel very strongly about it because there's a lot of social problems right now that could really leverage the use of technology. It's a lot about empowering the people who are there helping the world by giving them the tools to be able to do better. That's something that we can do right now, and the tools available are huge.
The merging of art and technology is getting more and more significant now because computers and software are such an integral part of our lives day to day. People are realizing that it can be quite creative to take this medium of computers and create incredible works of art.
In Finding Nemo, when Crush and Squirt and all the friends are flying through the East Australian Current, you're seeing images of water flowing by, you're seeing the colors on the back of the turtle, you're seeing the sides of the fish. All of those things are generated through math and computer programs that we write, that we then give to the artists, and they take that to create that final image and tweak it and make it look beautiful and look fun.
The crux of it is really about invention. It's about looking at the world and being dissatisfied with things and questioning everything.
I always felt like if I didn't learn how to program, it would be like not learning how to read. You know, the future would just be closed to me.
If you're in the coding profession, there's so many things that you can do, and you can pretty much pick and choose the course you want to be in.
I think that you can start something in your college dorm room, and you can have a set of people who haven't built a big company before come together and build something that 1 billion people use as part of their daily lives is just crazy to think about, right? It's humbling and it's amazing.
Really, it's about the chance to reinvent things and then see it out there in the world and see people using it and having fun or having a better life because of something that wasn't there before that you put in the world. Greetings. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the spring PGCPS Level Up with Code Family Night event. We are so excited to have you join us this evening. Greetings. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the spring PGCPS Level Up with Code Family Night event. We are so excited to have you join us this evening. My name is Mashina Hutchinson, a computer science teacher at Laurel High School and the Amazon George Mason University and the Maryland Chambers Foundation 2021 Computer Science Teacher Extern. This evening, I have the honor of being your host. Why computer science? Computer science develops students' computational and critical thinking skills and show them how to create, not simply use new technologies. This fundamental knowledge is needed to prepare our students for the 21st century, regardless of their ultimate field of study or occupation. Here in Prince George's County Public School, we have a number of programs for our students to participate in and advance their skills in computer science education. In the elementary grade levels, we offer Amazon Boot Up Scratch program, STEM programs, and after-school coding and robotics clubs. In the middle school grade levels, we offer a course that teaches computational thinking, STEM programs, and after-school coding and robotics clubs. In the high school level, we offer Amazon Future Engineer programs, career and technical education, computer science programs of study, STEM programs, computer science course electives, and after-school coding and robotics club. It is an absolute honor to introduce our guest this evening. Ms. Veronica Clark is the lead user experience designer at Amazon. She has over 15 years of experiences working and creating some amazing applications. Her role as a user experience designer is to make software easy to use. During her spare time, she enjoys jogging, cooking, and hosting dinners. Let's welcome Ms. Veronica Clark.
Hi, hello, thank you. Well, hello there, Prince George County Public School. Thank you for having me. My name is Veronica Clark, and today I'm just gonna walk you through my career journey and how I just got here at Amazon. And I'm also gonna give you some fun facts about me. So let's start with that. So here I go. Here are 6 fun facts about me. Great. So the first fun fact about me is, as you know, as I mentioned, I am a lead UX designer. I have over about 15 years experience, maybe a little bit more, working as a user experience designer. As I go through this presentation, I'll definitely explain more what a UX or user experience designer does, but pretty much what I do is I help make the software easy to use. The second fun fact about me that I'm really proud of is my culture. My background is Dominican and Bajan, so my parents are from the Caribbean. And the reason why I'm sharing this background of me is because I really enjoy the food, all the learning from the music, everything that I learned growing up. And that kind of applies to my everyday right now as a grown-up. A third fun fact about me is that I was also born in New York, and I'm also proud of this because having that opportunity going to New York and seeing going to different museums, different shows, again, that incorporated a lot of art into my work. And I'm really fortunate to have that opportunity to be born in New York and enjoy all the different types of music and culture that New York provided. And it really opened my mind. The fourth fun fact about me is that I was raised in a little town north of Boston called Lawrence, Massachusetts. And another reason why I'm sharing this, because Lawrence, Massachusetts is an immigrant town, predominantly Latinos and Latinas background. And one of the things that I learned about Lawrence is that it really humbled me because everyone came from different countries. And when they came to Lawrence, what they did is they focused really hard and they worked really hard to achieve that American dream. And I'm really happy to be part of that right now, just standing here and talking to y'all. The fifth fun fact about me is, as mentioned earlier, I love to run. I travel for races, and one of the things that I enjoy doing, excuse me, is that I really enjoy going to different cities, traveling to different cities and booking races so I could explore the city. So I use my legs to explore the city that I go to. The last race that I did was in Miami, so I got to really enjoy and explore the beautiful South Beach of Miami. And the last fun fact about me is that I am a Celtics fan. I really love the Boston Celtics. I love going to the games. I love being in the atmosphere, feeling the energy. I also enjoy just sitting in the back where the basketball players sit and just giving them high five. So again, those are little things that are fun facts about me and that I really enjoy doing. Okay, the next thing I want to share are 3 fun facts about Amazon. So the first fun fact about Amazon is that Amazon started as a bookstore selling books online. I wonder if you knew that Amazon started as a bookstore. So yeah, before they started selling your favorite toy or your favorite furniture or your favorite clothes, they were just selling books. So nothing else they were selling. Amazon was just selling books. The second fun fact that I want to share is about the office. Amazon is a dog-friendly office space. So that means that you could bring your furry pet, your best friend into the office. And if you go to an Amazon office, if you get that opportunity and you walk around, you might see some dogs walking around with you. So that's just a little fun fact about the Amazon office. And lastly, another fun fact about Amazon, it wasn't going to be named Amazon. One of the names that they thought about was Cadabra, which is short for abracadabra. So imagine going to Cadabra to look for your favorite toy or your favorite game. And another name that they thought about was Relentless. And Relentless, or neither Relentless or abracadabra made the cut. As you know, it's called Amazon. But fun fact, if you type in on your web browser relentless.com, you will actually it will take you to the Amazon store, the homepage. So feel free to do that at your free time. Thank you. Now I'm going to walk you through my career, my career journey. So the first thing I want to say is that I am self-taught. So what I mean by that is that I actually trained myself on how to code, how to do research, how to design. I did take some classes regarding interaction and web design. But a lot of it required a lot of study on my own and practicing and learning. And once I felt really comfortable, the second thing I did is I became a freelancer. Now, if you're wondering what a freelancer is, that's the second thing I did. A freelancer is someone who pretty much takes project jobs and they work for companies and they take little jobs and they kind of work for themselves. And if you could hit next, please. Thank you. Yep. And so a freelancer is someone that kind of works for themselves and they take projects here and there, almost like an entrepreneur, where is a great way to enhance your skills, because you could take a project, work at your pace, and still learn, make some mistakes. No one sees those mistakes, and then perfect your craft. And once you are a good freelancer, then you kind of become your own boss. So that's like the third thing that I did. I became my own boss. I was making my own schedule. I was going out there looking for projects. I was negotiating with people. And once I felt comfortable and my craft was good, and I was really good as a UX designer and even as a web designer, I started working at startups. That was like the fourth thing I did. And working at startups gave me so much opportunity. So startups are really small companies, but they allow you to wear so many different hats within the software industry. So software development it's not just engineering. There's product managers, there's UXers, there's all these different roles. And if you get the opportunity to work at a startup, you could actually have that opportunity to wear all those different hats and eventually you could find the one that you like the most. And for myself, I found out that I love UX. And that's what led me to the next screen, please. It led me to work and have the opportunity to work at all these amazing companies that you see here, even some other ones, but I had the opportunity to create some wonderful application for some of these amazing companies that you see here, and some tools, and I'm really proud that I've had that opportunity. Next screen, please. Now I'm going to talk about what is UX. So a user experience designer, think about taking art, psychology, and science and meshing it together. And that's what a UXer does. They study the human, they study how they interact with the software, and they pretty much work on making it easy to use. One example I like to say is for those who play Minecraft, think about if you're creating a space, like a building with 6 of your friends, and you all have to go to sleep in that same room. So what are you going to do? You have to design beds, because that's what the character is going to need. That's what these avatars are going to need. You're just going to design a space for each one. So that's what I do. I learned what's needed for the space. The space thing is the software. And I bring those elements into the software. And then I work closely with the software engineer to make it come to life within the software. So that's pretty much what I do. Next screen, please. And doing that has allowed me to do so much more amazing thing on my own in my personal life. So I've had the opportunity to travel. You know, I'll be honest, it's pretty cool having a high paying salary, especially coming from this little town, Lawrence, that I mentioned at the beginning. It really humbles you, and you're like, wow, my dreams did come true. Oh, I'm making my dreams come true. Every single day I wake up, I'm like, oh, I could do this, I could do that. And it is really a blessing. So I feel very blessed, and I'm really happy for all this opportunity that I've had. And the next thing I would like to share with you is just give you a couple of things to remember. Always remember to be patient with yourself, especially with coding. Coding could be frustrating. I always say sometimes with coding, it's like magic. You're like, oh, did I put that together? And you walk away, it didn't work, but you come back and it's like, oh, it's working. So it's kind of like magic. You got to have a little patience. And remember that to stay focused, this journey, stay focused as you go along. It's going to be fun. And that's another thing to remember. Always have fun, enjoy. Life is a great time. Coding is really good. Creating is really good. It is kind of like magic. If you think about it, when Amazon would have been called abracadabra, because coding is like magic. You're putting all these words together and poof, you have this software that someone can interact with. And the last thing I want to say is that to remember to let your light shine, and let it shine far, because we're all stars. And we all bring something different to every star is different. So we all bring something different to the table. So always remember that they were all a star, and continue shining. Thank you. And one more thing I want to mention is just to remember to contact Prince Public School if you want to learn more about the future of engineer at Amazon. We have some great programs that you saw at the beginning. And if you have any questions, you're always welcome to reach out to them, and they could send me the question. I'm always happy to answer any questions that you may have. Thank you. Happy coding. Hey.
Thank you, Ms. Veronica Clark. Awesome presentation. Now you'll be sent to a breakout room where you participate in coding activities with an instructor for the next 40 minutes, okay? However, we want you to remember your breakout room numbers just in case you leave and you have to return to Zoom. Awesome. Please remember to complete the survey at the end of the event for your chance to win to enter a drawing to win a $50 gift card from Amazon. Did you hear that? Please make sure to fill out that survey so you have a chance to win that $50 gift card from Amazon. Happy coding, y'all.